All right, guys, we are 14 seconds away from the Avengers War Table. It's been a long time coming, but we're going to see a bunch of brand new content for Avengers. I cannot wait. Here we go. Here we go. Finally, we got here. All right, so we're starting off, looks like, with a brand new trailer.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. That beast. I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could.
I'm getting some feedback. Hang on. Not sure where that's coming from.
Fixing the damage the Avengers did all those years ago. Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's lethal. You are lucky to be alive.
Weird. I'm getting some feedback. Let me restart the stream. 1 sec.
Come on, Kamala.
Totally locked Cap in the reactor room, and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a... Have you all completely lost your senses?
What? Where were you?
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties, but we're back here.
All of ours. You really think the world is better without us? Yes. See, it's always been your problem. Running from who you are, what you are.
I don't remember if this is the same that we've seen before. I don't remember Kamala being there. Is that so Ultron? What is this?
I will rid the Earth of superpowers, even if it has to end with me.
Okay. I don't believe we've seen this before, so this is new.
This just got a whole lot weirder.
There we go. Avengers War Table, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I'm a little excited. I'm a big Avengers fan. I'm a big geek.
My name's Casey Lynch, and I'm editorial director at Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers. We've got a great show lined up with new trailers, new details on one of our main villains, MODOK, and advanced idea mechanics. And we'll take a first look at co-op and war zones. If you've ever thought, what is this game? Or how does it work? Then this is the show for you. Let's get into it, starting with the story trailer.
All right, so we got a new trailer.
Everything changed.
You so-called heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone.
Why does it sound like The Division? It totally sounds like The Division.
So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes. I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe. AIM will find a cure.
How can anybody ever trust AIM? AIM has always been a bad organization. Well, no, I take that back. There were certain times in the comics AIM wasn't bad. When Sunspot bought them out.
Made better through science.
I think that was the only time.
But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid Project offers a world protected by science, Tarleton, a victim of 8A himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince.
And that all happened with the Terrigen Mist, which turned dormant Inhumans into metahumans. I wonder how far in depth they're going to go and talk about that, because that was part of the comic series.
When choosing a villain, we knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat.
But it's curious why they're using MODOK. MODOK hasn't been a threat to the Avengers in years. It was interesting.
MODOK is anything but new. His
Right.
origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October of 1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced. But a teenage fangirl named Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact, she's convinced that AIM
Miss
is
Marvel in the house.
experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot to discredit the Avengers. And she has proof. As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlocking more and more hero-specific missions.
Okay, so once again, there's more confirmation that there will be a single-player mode.
We hear you.
So,
here's a
like
playthrough
the
of
Division
part of a
and
new
Destiny.
Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
It's just weird that MODOK is the main villain. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's MODOK. I mean, all right, I guess. Sure. I mean, it's not Ultron or Doom or anybody, so it's just weird for me because I've never seen him as a major villain. Not as of the last couple years, if that longer.
Is it any coincidence that this attack comes on the very day that AIM is supposed to unveil their promising new Adaptoid program?
So let me guess, you know, everybody discredits the Avengers, they disband. AIM is like, you know what? That was part of our plan. Good job, guys. Now we're going to take over the world. And here comes badass Thor. Thank you.
You should know, I'm not in the best of moods.
But so far, this has all been CG render. I want to see gameplay.
Wait, is that Thor?
Holy crap, Thor! Where the hell did you come from? I was serving the commoners when it started raining bolts of metal from the skies.
It's unbelievably good to see you.
Bit dramatic, don't you think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
Maybe it's just me, but I kind of want to see the heads-up display as I'm watching this because it doesn't feel like actual gameplay. I know it is, but it doesn't feel like it.
Never, when mortals are in peril. Where do you hide, Doctor? Can you not face me?
Look around. I'm everywhere.
It seems like they took inspiration from MODOK from the Marvel Cinematic movie, and not the one from the comics. At least it does. It feels like it. The voice seems more along the lines for the one we saw in the movies, in Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Something Carlton cooked up to crash the Chimera. Fun, aren't they?
And Thor has his name tag on his shirt. That's cool.
Oh, hello. Just like old times.
AIM dropships inbound.
I see them.
They have the Hulk. They don't really need Thor. Thor can take care of himself.
Kamala, you okay?
Yeah? No.
On my way. Hulk, you got this?
Dare I ask who this child is? We'll explain later.
Oh, he doesn't know who Miss Marvel is. That's interesting. So it just goes to show you that they have not been talking, or at least Thor hasn't been talking to the rest of the Avengers.
Thor, can you hold it up with wind?
Tear the ship apart.
You killed Captain America, Thor. Who else will fall before your hammer?
Why is he saying that Thor killed Captain America? Pretty sure what we've seen so far, he blew up in that helicarrier. Or wherever it was they were in at the time. Again, I'm getting the same vibe that I got from the Division and Destiny. Obviously, this is more melee than ranged weapons, so that's cool. It's an interesting dynamic for sure. With Hulk also fighting the thing, I wonder if that means the AI will also help you during fights, or maybe you can do some kind of team-up attacks.
That's Tarvin's endgame. We're the terrorists in this AIM experience story.
Not on my watch. The Chimera can't go down. Not again.
So we got Thor raining down thunder and lightning everywhere.
Spotted some drones heading for the command
I
deck.
gotta be honest, I'm not really inspired by his gameplay.
On them.
I want to see Iron Man, and I want to see Black Widow.
Nice. Security subsystems just came back online. It's working.
Can you enable lockdown?
Already working on it.
I can handle the large one myself. You don't have to. That's the whole point.
Yeah, Thor, stop being a lunkhead. You got a team, buddy.
Guys, the Chimera can't take much more of this.
They did a lot of damage down in the engine room.
Tarvin, do not do this.
But I mean, this is just a simple machine to Thor, right? Thor is his badass. He can just destroy this machine unless the characters aren't like the ones we see in the comics. They're not super powerful. It's more like, again, things what they did in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where these characters weren't as powerful as we remember them in the comics, which is not a bad thing whatsoever. But I kind of want to play as an overpowered, super strong character, you know? Thor destroys almost everything he comes up against.
We're trying to restart the engine.
Almost.
But there's not enough power.
We're out of time, people. Brace for impact.
Hey, God of Thunder. Stay behind me. Now, bring it.
What the hell is he doing now? He's trying to stop it from crashing? Or is he powering the ship? Yep, that's what he's doing. They don't want to repeat performance and have this thing crash into the ground again. That would be bad. But then again, it wouldn't be their fault. It'd be Aang's fault. So does this become
is a great example of a
their
hero
headquarters or
mission,
something?
a single-player campaign experience focusing on a specific playable character. Hero missions give us a chance to tell more of each hero's story and showcase the variety and depth of our hero designs. Let's take a quick look at how Thor plays. With the game's combat systems, players can string together combos of heavy and light attacks, or hold
Okay.
for signature attacks. Combat versatility is one of Thor's strengths.
So we have the abilities and there are cooldowns on the abilities. Kind of figured as much, but at least it's confirmed now.
In addition to core combat moves, the God of Thunder has a wide variety of skills to unlock that give him access to.
So we got skill
classic
trees as
moves.
well.
This is one of our favorites, manual targeting. We largely drew our influence from writer Jason Aaron's run on the Mighty Thor comic.
Really?
Manual targeting allows you to quickly mark your enemies for bullseyes with Mjolnir, and one by one, you can mark them and knock them down as Mjolnir comes back to you. Follow that up with a powerful ground pound, and you've got a mighty combo. Manual targeting is a great ranged attack, but if up close and personal is more your style, go with the hammer spin or Mjolnir Cyclone. Heroes have 3 special heroic moves: Assault, Ultimate, and Support.
Okay.
When designing our heroics, we started with the signature moves.
That's
from the
nice.
comics
So
and
3
movies
different
that we always
abilities.
wanted to play.
So
The Assault
hammer out the
charges
DPS.
the fastest, and in some cases,
Ultimate,
it
which is
restores
where you want to destroy everything at once or do major damage, and then you have support. So like healing somebody or putting up shields or something to the
with
effect.
normal attacks. For instance, Natasha's Assault heroic is Widow's Bite, which is an electroshock projectile move you might recognize. nice. You can see Nat using it right here.
Of course, she's modeled after,
Also
again,
has a unique support heroic
Black Widow
that's
from the
designed
Marvel
to
Cinematic
enhance
Universe.
co-op and team play. For example, Thor's support, Warrior's Fury, lets him channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
You can see this in action when Iron Man gets the buff as he flies through Thor's support. Ultimates take longer to charge, but they're definitely worth the wait. They have more screen clearing power, and some even have residual effects, like Thor's Bifrost Ultimate. Thor's Ultimate Heroic channels the power of the 9 realms, and his Bifrost taps into Muspelheim to bypass unbreakable shields, allowing Thor to use the power of the Bifrost Bridge to do maximum damage.
Okay.
We know everyone plays differently, so we have melee, ranged, aerial, and ground combat skills to tailor your hero to your playstyle. As your heroes earn experience, they gain access to new skills. Skill points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions of attacks. As you build up your heroes, you begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its own for every hero. And that's before gear, perks, artifacts, and any kind of later game progression. So why is all of this important? Because it means your Thor will play differently than my Thor.
And that's what we wanted right there. We didn't want all the people to play the same. So using the skill tree and the customization, you can have a different character play differently than other characters. So my Thor or my Iron Man won't play the same as yours, which is great. Which means we'll have different skills, and that means people will try and maximize the DPS or maybe defense ability. So at least we have more options than we thought we'd have in the beginning. So that's good.
You can see Iron Man using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't a bug. When you have gamma gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack. And voila, green lasers. We know that if you look good, you'll play good. The Crystal team is really
Another move taken from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's cool.
And drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero has dozens of outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras and story arcs. You can earn them over the course of the story campaign by completing missions and deciphering patterns. There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83, or Tony's
Look.
Stark Tech
Wow, okay.
that
I
was
like that.
inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010.
That's going to make a lot of comic book
So,
fans
just by
happy.
playing, some will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit, and some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your attitude.
I don't like
let out
that.
your inner
So
Hulk
certain ones you have to
right
buy.
evil.
I don't like that.
I don't think that's canon. Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think it's time for another trailer. This
Yes,
one
please.
gives us a first look at how all that customization is especially fun when you play together. This is
All right, so now we're getting co-op.
War Zones.
Looking forward to this.
AIM is firing on the Air Force.
These adaptoids of his, they harvest their powers through the torture of these Inhumans. Georgie Boy is gearing up for war.
Programmable power under our control. No more heroes. The entire world is in terrible danger. Time is here.
I could pull some strings to spruce up the armory. Get ourselves some new toys to play with. Dangerous ones.
I'm picking up something in the atmosphere, a derivative of Terrigen.
I'm here. Who needs their ass kicked? Very end reach.
Okay, so what we're seeing right now is a lot more exciting than what we've seen in the past. I'm definitely excited now. Before, I was on the fence about this game, but this has changed my opinion tremendously.
You gotta get this bird in the air before AIM comes looking for
So like I said before, the helicarrier that fell the first time, the second time they were kept in the sky, is going to be their base. It looks like the play areas are going to be massive. That's good.
stop them, it's just one more thing to regret on my deathbed.
Times like this, when it all seems hopeless, that's when we've got to stand strong.
I'm not sure I like their version of Nick Fury.
You want to see powers? Here we go.
The time for heroes is over.
You don't get to decide who lives or dies.
I mean, okay, it didn't really give us much with the co-op, but again, it looks good. It looks good, and we got the Hulkbuster in there too, so that's cool. Again, as a big comic book fan, as a big Avengers fan, a lot of stuff that I'm seeing right now is geeking me out. I'm happy from what I'm seeing. I'm very happy from what I'm seeing here. I still want some more information regarding the gameplay, though.
War zones are missions which you can play with up to a total of 4 players or solo with an AI companion team made up of your unlocked and leveled
Okay, I like that.
heroes.
So, like, again, Destiny 2, the fire strikes.
Progress with your heroes.
So you can go in there for team or going by yourself with AI. That's awesome.
With a variety of objectives and challenges. As you saw in the co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story. So whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop AIM and rebuild the resistance. You get missions from Jarvis, Maria Hill, Hank Pym, and more characters from Marvel history.
Am I the only one who wishes they were using Friday instead of Jarvis?
Where you can matchmake, switch heroes, choose your loadout, and of course, pick the right look and attitude for the job. As you start playing missions across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name of research. War zones range from wide open spaces designed for exploration and team traversal to dense interiors with a variety of objective-based challenges, boss fights, and rewards. Here's a mission we saw in the co-op trailer called To Tame a Titan, where we can see some team play. There's this cool shot of Iron Man, but you may have missed Kamala and Hulk performing a team finisher on that poor guy back there.
Okay, so I was right. There are combination moves. There are team-based moves. All right. I know I wasn't seeing things.
Gives you a chance to take them down much faster. Teamwork makes the dream work. Living the hero life is all about growth, getting stronger and better equipped to play smarter, and there are plenty of upgrades to help you do just that. As you progress through the campaign, you'll also be rebuilding and upgrading the Chimera, your helicarrier, which is your own flying base. The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers. Some are former S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who refuse to pledge allegiance to AIM, and some just want to help.
What is this place?
We call it the Anthill. Not
The Anthill.
like
You'll join their cause in the field by working directly with factions like the Inhuman Alliance and S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
Okay, so that gives me hope that eventually, throughout the course of this game's lifespan, we'll see other heroes and other factions. So, like, maybe New York, we'll see, like, Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Daredevil and things like that. That's also nice to know.
There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to ensure your Avengers are ready for anything. We've talked about a lot today, but that's kind of the point. This is a really big, ambitious game. Marvel's Avengers isn't just a global, high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning. This is a brand new, original Avengers single-player story that you can enjoy on your own, made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an experience you can play with your friends that will grow as we add new heroes, new regions, and new story, all at no additional cost. Thank you for following us and believing in us.
Please tell me this is not it.
Shout out to our community. Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to make Marvel's Avengers worthy of your support. Please stick around after the show to ask questions and chat. On behalf of the whole
that's it?
Avengers team, thank you for tuning in to the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. In the coming months, we'll talk about our first post-launch hero, our upcoming beta, and of course, our launch, when Marvel's Avengers arrives September 4th. I'm Casey Lynch. and I'll see you next time.
All right, so it is not over. All right, so let's talk about this game for a second. Let me get to a section here. I just want to, you know what? We'll stop it there. That's fine. All right, so we got some more information regarding Marvel's Avengers, which come out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and also Google Stadia. So we do know that they will have a base of operations, which we kind of figured as much. Like, again, Destiny 2's Tower. It will be the Helicarrier. We do know there will be tag team combinations. We do know that there are skill trees, and every person can customize their character differently, which is good. That's always been something I've had a problem with in Destiny 2, because outside of a few customizations, there wasn't really a lot of stuff you can actually do to change how one character plays versus another person's character. And here it looks like we have more skill trees, more customization, which is great. I also like the fact that they have these instances, these dungeons where 4 people can go in, or you can go in with 3 AI teammates. That's cool, which means if you're playing by yourself, you can, and I gotta follow there. Sorry about that. That's great. That is really cool. That's cool information to know. I also like the fact that we're getting a beta. They didn't talk about that, but we're getting a beta for PlayStation 4. That's going to be later on. They didn't give an exact date, but that was information they provided outside of this word table. We also do know that it may be also coming to other platforms, but they haven't given us a date. To get it for PlayStation 4, at least for right now, you have to pre-order the game. So that's more information that wasn't talked about in here. Getting back to this, there's not really a lot of information that we already didn't know. I do like how the game looks a lot better. We did get to see some Thor gameplay. I really wanted to see Iron Man and Black Widow, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure they're going to ramp up and show us more about the game as the months go on. This game comes out in September, and we're in June. Got July, August, September. We've only got a couple more months, and this game is going to be released unless it gets delayed. So I'm pretty happy from what Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics showed us. I wanted a lot more, but we've seen a lot. We've seen customization. We've seen the skins. We do now know that there's microtransactions in the game, because they said you can buy more skins from the storefront. Not a fan of that, but we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Other than that, it was a pretty solid event. I'd give it maybe 6. I just wanted more from it, but what we did see wasn't bad. It was good. All right, folks. Once again, it's been Keith Mitchell from the Outerhaven. I will I will upload a better quality version later on, because you know how YouTube is weird with live streams. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching the event with me. I am excited. I'm a big Marvel Comics fan. Trust me, you have no idea. I'm 43 years old, man. I've been reading Marvel Comics since I was able to read. I love Marvel Comics. I love the Avengers. Love what I'm seeing. I want this to be more than what we see, though. I want more. Square Enix, I want to see more of this. But all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got stuff to take care of. Thank you for watching, and be sure to leave a follow here on the Outerhaven Productions. Like, comment if you like stuff here. Hit the notification bell for more content, and I will see each and every one of you later. Black Lives Matter.